Alright, hello everybody and welcome to this stream. I know it's a bit late here and it's almost 18 July here, JST. But we're gonna be doing this today because on the next episode of this stream, of this channel, we're gonna take a look at Terasene and see if we can actually beat this all at once in one stream, because the last time I did that it was already on mainstream and I I can't believe it. Multiple tries at the end here because I actually did no deaths on the previous episodes. It's only on the last chat that I had a little bit of a difficulty here, so hopefully this won't affect that much. So anyways, hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you guys had a great night ahead, or a great day, great noon, great afternoon, or great night ahead. My name is The Bloodman, aka千里真那 channel, and as you can see right now, our screen has been fixed. Thankfully. Good God. Saki's not gonna like this one bit. But anyway, we probably might have to vroid her into that particular ocean sometime in the near future. I will be getting that update on Sumioi though. So that's x.com/Sakura Sumioi. Anyway, what we're doing right now is try to see if we can we have to update this model. So right now we're currently using Kaiza 2.0 model, and on the next event we're gonna be doing the Kaiza 3.0 model. So all of its derivations are under the 3.0 model. So we probably might have to make use of what we have right now, and of course as everyone mentioned, in a Kaiza model, every revision up to July can be used freely, but when it hits July, it's finalized, it's read only, and it can never be modified anymore. So we'll have to be cautious about it. Of course, we can also use it anywhere else. So I have the authority to use it. So since this is under TBM Asok brand, this is under my brand, I will be using that across all channels if I choose so desire, because I do have a vroid for it and I remade it, so I get the chance to use it. But previous VRMs will still be featured with the evolution here, and of course some little tidbits along the way. But for the most part, we're gonna have to update this to a 3.0 model, get her some new clothes. Possibly we're gonna be able to try and do this ourselves. We have 3 episodes currently. This is the first episode regarding that. We have second and third episodes respectively here in across different days. If you want to check it out, go to estrellacentral.github.io/sanrimana. That's all the details over at estrellacentral.github.io/sanrimana. And I'll also be doing the behind the scenes footages and how this is done over on X as well. It's x.com/gourmetdaylife. Again, x.com/gourmetdaylife. My throat's a bit off here. I probably have to not talk that much because I will be preparing it for the cosplay, which coming up this coming Friday to Sunday. I probably might be able to attend both Saturday and Sunday though, because probably I need some time for Friday. Anyway, with all that said, let's go ahead and take a crack at vroid Studio. Let's see what we can have here. I've already minimized the OBS here just to give ourselves some space for the RAM. As you see, it's all the models I have so far. I have Sumioi, I had Kaiza 2.0, I have Kimura Aria, I have Main, I have Ichimiya Arisa from Kamasi Insert, I have Hotchin, I have Ushimain, I have Alternative, I have Libitina, I have Lidram. It has both editions as well. It has Snow White. We'll be sending that to Emmy regarding that, but still need some revisions. We got Yuki Nyom, and then we got Mama Dearest, the second Maria. Probably might have to discard that one bit, or possibly make some changes. But let's turn our attention to Kaiza for 1 second, because if you may recall, in some of the previous recent updates from vroid Studio, they already added tails in this game. Initially, they don't have tails in it, and the only way you can get around it is to actually make one from the hair category. Now they make a separate category with all the predefined hair, and one of them is the foxtail, but not necessarily foxtail that we've just expected from, because we're gonna have to like customize it. So that's one thing about Vroid Studio. That's why I love using Vroid Studio, to be able to remake the popular characters of the popular animes that you guys may have watched over the years, using its in-house tools, and possibly be able to make one yourself. You also have to remake some of their outfits using your favorite editors, and they can be easily exported and imported at the same time. So they also stack together like GIMP or Photoshop or Paint.net or Krita. Then of course you're gonna have to choose to either select, either show them or hide them, whatever it may be. It's all here on Vroid Studio with an added touch of 3D and photography. It's a little bit amount of scenes, just a little bit amount of poses, but you can actually take a photograph with a 3D model of your choice, a Vroid model of your choice inside Vroid Studio. So we have Kaiza over here. As you can see, she's very elegant, she's very clean, but she doesn't have a tail. Main reason for that is because when you see in the debut, and of course this is a little bit spoiler, so I might spoil you guys a little bit, but Kaiza in real life, of course he's a guy of course, but he has no tail. And in some of the fan arts that I've just actually discovered from some of the favorite artists who's doing mana posting all over the internet, I've seen one on X, I've seen one on Reddit. One of those is a we'll save it for r/Precon stream, but one of those fan arts specify that Mana doesn't have a tail. You guys get it? She doesn't even have a freaking tail. What gives here? Well, if you think about it, that fan art, Mana has the option to have either tail on or tail off, because by default she has tails on. With that, she doesn't have a tail. So we can choose whether we have the tail on or tail off. But I will be having that as per spec. I repeat, as per spec, as per specification. So, in my discretion, I'll be having a tail on it. Which sounds a bit weird, considering that this is a long-ass dress, but trust me, this will be possible in the long run. Because I actually have a little bit of a development here. Let's go over to Reddit. Okay, so this is like a precursor to r/Precon stream, but let's take a look at Reddit to see what we have, to see what they have to say. Because I know this might sound a little bit crazy, but hear me out. Also spoiler is Soyorina, whatever. Wait, let me check a look at the Crunchyroll notes for whatever reason, because I laughed so hard at this. Even though it's a bit archived, they still have here. It says it has focus gacha for Makoto, right? But look at the capitalizations of this thing. So let's read it out. Get ready to make a splash with our new summer themed character, Makoto Summer. Operating with a brand new outfit, gowns, woven, swordstress is dressed for fun at the beach with her guildmates. More on that down below. Makoto's always been known for her ability to provide massive amounts of physical defense debuffs to enemies on the battlefield. That's not changing one bit. Each one of the Makoto's skills get even better when there's only just one enemy left on the battlefield, making her skills appealing when fighting tough bosses that can otherwise pose a large challenge. Needless to say, this is one summer character that remiss to miss, and the boosted race from the Focus Gacha will help a lot. Y'all probably know the deal by now, but the other summer characters, Makoto is a limited character, which means that she won't be included in the premium gacha or rotation after her Focus Gacha ends. But ultimately, summer doesn't last forever, so you should meet her while you can. In case you need it, she'll be available for redemption via character points too. You won't be lost at sea forever. But just take a look at the capitalizations, like the capitals here, on each of the sentence. What the actual hell? Amatsukaze690 says, someone at Crunchyroll must be really happy right now knowing someone found the Easter egg, says Ad Senpai. course, someone from CR pointed out the public so it gets noticed. Looking at you, OP, says Sky Jove. No idea, says Wazai. Caught it from a buddy on Discord who saw on their clan Discord. You know what this means? Gomen Yui! You know what Gomen Yui is? Let's look it up. What does Gomen Yui mean? This is Gomen Yui. That is Gomen Yui. And this is Gomen Yui. What is happening in this game? Everybody's going Gomen all over the place. And Gomen Yui posts it. Help. I need some help. I need some... Yeah. Okay, this one here. Gomen Yui featuring parts of Twinkle Wish and parts of Kaon doesn't have Ayumi and Maon on here, so I'm kind of a little bit concerned. But yeah, the 4 horsewomen of Gomen Yui, they said. To be continued, says how about Gomen Eris? Let's see what they look. Gomen Screedy wow wow wow. Whoa. Part of Twinkle Wish plus Makoto versus Yui. It is dead. I don't want to be Gomening. I got Eris. Don't you guys worry. I'm going camping, says Yummy. I don't know. Do your same goal. Wait, again? Do your same goal. Oh no. Oh no. Gomen. Same brain. Gomen. Okay, you guys get what I mean. But let's look for it. Anyway. And what the hell? Hey, mana is dead. Let's take a look. Mana in a nutshell. I stopped releasing things. I don't have enough mana. Yes. Yes. But let's take a look at some of the things we have so far here, because some of them might be a little bit too relevant. When I say relevant, I say going summer mana sketch. I don't know what that is. What the hell? Oh, this. It changes from the art books because why not? I'll be back for a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Took a while. I had to urinate, stress pills. But this is what it boils down to. So let's take a look. We have the base, right? We have one with a ornament on her back, and this was the upgraded one. She looks Angie. This is the art book that comes with it. So let's take a look at what it says here. So it does hold, some of these does hold her up point for whatever reason. Look at that smirk, man. Yes, that smirk. Anyway, when she doesn't, when all these is removed, it has this, right? And she doesn't have any tail, which proves my on those two models I have, including the current one, that she has the discretion to not include the tail. But we see on the first one here, like on the base one, and also the one that if we have her playable, she has a tail. Even on, ow, I alt tab by using 3 fingers. Jesus. Anyway, back to this. As you can see right here with the ornament in there on the back. This is the one that you guys can see whenever you have her unplayable, right? She has a tail. But on her second form, which is possibly the evil form, she doesn't even have a tail. So what gives here? Well, it gives here is that. What gives here is that she has the discretion to have a tail or to not have a tail. That's the part. Let's see on this part here. And so it gets interesting because we see on the front, right? It's like this. It's like a skirt. But take a look around back. It has multiple layers, of course. We're gonna have to a little bit consider it with those layers. But the main issue is this little skirt on here, which is basically metal, holds her tail so that it goes upwards like that. And then when it comes here, it's just like covers in here because it's also covered in here. It just has a cape around here. It's like a cape, but when it comes to the middle, it splits into 2. So it's like a split cape where you can see it on the front here. It appears she has only a single cape, where in fact it actually has 2. It actually is split into 2. That's the thing. Then this is the result here. When you have the hair all together and all the other elements, I think it's mostly the hair in here, because this here is mostly it's like this is cut off to reveal this part here. It's like, again, this is all layered, so you know exactly which one is which. But we all know is that she has discretion to have a tail. And look at the tail though. I think vroid Studio already had it. And this is the one that has it so far. It has all the palette. I mean the eyeballs as well, but I got it on eyedropper. Most of the models I have are most of the models palettes I have are all on eyedropper. Okay, so this is the other part of the art book, which includes the front here, which is actually her usual pose as usual. But you can see on the front here is like that, and on the back. Again, we got split capes here right from the middle up to the bottom. It splits into 2. So right on the front, it appears that she has a single cape, which is actually supported by her skirt in here, which actually was kind of like split into 2 parts. So that it appears like she has only a cape in here, and it's like skirt and holding in place. So I think the way this cape works is also as a covering both the sides, because again this is a split skirt. This goes only on the front and all on the back, so these split capes here act as a cover on the sides, like sideway covers, and the ornaments here and the weapons, and also on the eyeballs as well. That is kind of like a visual reference here when someone has to do art. And of course, like the way that they mark her markings as well, it's also well documented here on this part here, which only has like 2 I'm gonna call this 2 slices on each of the face. Kind of look like Ari from League of Legends. If you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the face, let's look up Ari here. Because again, Kaiza or Mana is a kitsune. And Ari is also a kitsune. As you can see right here, it's almost the same thing, but she has 3 and Mana has 2. But judging from the look of it, it still has the same kind of spec that most kitsunes have. And this one on the second part here, this is much like a combination of these. Not much of a big of a deal. Okay, a little bit spoiler, but this is what happens when Ares tries to shit on her. All of this is torn off. Like everything is in here, and then it's just like it's all stripped down here with that. So that's the most important part of that here, is that she has a tail, and that is not just a kitsune tail, but just a simple fox tail. Like you see right here, let's look at it again. This is just like a simple tail that goes between these. You guys saw my cursor. It goes between this split capes, right from the middle up to the bottom. Why does this matter here on this vroid? Well, let's take a look at the body for whatever reason. Actually, accessories. We have tail, and we have a foxtail, am I correct? And this is a foxtail. But this ain't a literal foxtail because it's curved upwards. And this foxtail is getting straight here. So we're gonna have to sort this out. So again, we have the same thing here, right? And it also has to go upwards. So let's check out the hairstyle here. And copy the color spec. Okay, so we have a lot of properties here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but okay, you know what? Let's minimize my reactive here so you guys can see. Or actually, cut this to go full screen. So let's take a look. So we have tail curve. Okay, you know what? Let's do a little bit of a test. Magnify this. Okay, so we now see the thing, right? Does it happen? Okay. Let's minimize this. So as you can see right here, let's magnify this there. And actually, let's just vroid GMM and just do cut. So you guys can see it quite well. Minimize magnifier. So guys, as you can see right now, we're already magnified, so you guys can see it better. So as you can see right now, we have a tail curve, which actually does what it does. For whatever reason, it's a little bit odd here. It's 200%. So let's have a tail curve here. You know what? Let's just do this part for now. We'll deal with the colors later because we can just definitely do this, right? Yeah. So let's check out the foxtail again and modify with the different color. And move our mouse here so you guys can see it quite well. Magnify it again. As you can see right now, here's the curvy, right? I modified the color here because we're gonna have to deal with the hairstyle anyway, hairstyle color anyway. But the most important part here is that it has same spec. I mean, it has to be on the same spec as on this part right here. So to be able to do that, we need to do a lot of things. So we're gonna have to now to turn on a magnification and to our tail curve. But right on the spec here, it says it has to be curved upwards. And when we get here, on the 1-0 side, it actually curves upwards. But it goes in that direction. What we need is something that goes into that direction. So we gotta do this part. Tail base thickness. This is where it gets actually gets interesting. So let's add a little bit of volume to it. For whatever reason. Okay. I think we can basically tail base thickness here and put this up to 50%. The tail point is like this. Actually, okay, you know what? Let's just do tail point. It's just like this, right? Okay, here. So tail point. It's like, wait, wow. It's actually really cool, but for starters, we're not gonna be doing base tail point X because again, it's like this. Tail curve is like this, right? And then we do tail point here. Actually, we're not gonna do tail curve for the meantime. It's just tail point Y. And then add volume to at least 25%. Yeah, that might seem probable. Tail base curve. I'm not gonna do tail base curve here because it's actually linear anyway. But I think we're gonna have to zero in on this, and then just do tail base curve. Where is it again? Tail base curve downwards to negative, going 25. Then tail point to 2. 2.5, 1.5, 1.25. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so let's just zero in on this for the meantime because we still have a lot to do here. Essentially right now it's like this, right? So we're gonna do foxtail Y and then remove tail curve here. Okay, you know what? It's like this, right? So tail point Y, and then tail base curve Y, then tail base curve here. Oh, you know what? It might be a little bit too much. Let's add tail points. Yeah, that might work here. And tail base curve, it has to be here, and 1.25 over there. It has to reach her hair somehow. Alright, so tip curve. Oh yeah, there's the tip curve there because again, let's magnify a little bit. As you can see right now, there's a tip curve, right? It slightly turns here. So on our spec, it has to be like this. Right, it's like this, right? So we need to factor that in. So tail tip curve is like a little bit hinted. So how about that for a twist tail? 0. Tail base thickness here, and let's just do tail base thickness over here. Actually, you know what? Mid tail thickness. Oh wait, is it open image new tab? Alice Edge broke the fourth wall. Okay, again. We have like mid tail thickness. We're gonna have to do here on this part. But again, we need to curve this again because 1.375, and then we do mid tail thickness of 75. Yeah, it's like this, and the tail end thickness is not like this. We're gonna do like a 50, I guess. So I think that might even work. Because again, like everything in here is like this, so it's not gonna be too thick. So we need I think 50 to compensate that. Yeah, that might even work. Okay, so yeah, that is all it took for the tail. But we're not even done yet. We're gonna have to at least tail size, tail height, and then tail width. So we're gonna do 0.25 here, then we do 0.25 there. Tail end the tail base thickness is just gonna be like this, right? I think we're gonna have to go with 75 or 62.5. Yeah, that might work. Okay. I think this one here is not gonna be compensated because it's probably might not be thick enough. Or actually, you know what? 0.150 or 0.17, negative 175. Yeah, okay, so we're in the spec. Now with the mid-tail thickness, it has to be like this. So 125, I suppose. Oh, Nelly. Okay, so negative 75, 150 over here, 137.5, I guess. Yep, that will work. But we need a tail height, so we're gonna have to do 0.5. Again, it's gonna need to reach her hair at some point. But again, her hair is a bit tall, and her torso is a bit tall here, so we're gonna have to play it safe and do 0.375. Okay, tail width is just normal. Alright. So I think we're done. Already. That's all it took. Like this whole tail, it just took everything. But we need to figure out the hair next, because again, her hair is ultra long. That goes on the side. Probably be able to find one online, but let's not deal with that for the meantime. Only thing we need to recompensate, if there's no need to compensate, is how the hell did we get this going here? And of course, it's already 12 a.m. at 18 July, so we will be doing Terasene next. But first and foremost, we're gonna have to deal with this and also have to focus on wait, is it Wednesday? 18 is Thursday. What's going on with my schedule on main? Let's have a look. So I'm gonna have a little bit of uncertainty here because I have to do web development, I have to do emotes, I have to do Terasene, and next I have to do DXVB. Possibly after this stream, I probably might have to do DXVB, but first and foremost, I have to do some web dev on mainstream, I suppose. Okay, let's take a look at what happened on mainstream. So my schedule for here is yeah, that's me. Okay, so here we have web dev on Wednesday, so I think it's safe to say we're still on CEST. So it's CEST formatted, so we're still above that until like 5 a.m. JST, 6 a.m. PHT. Because otherwise, did I skip? Or actually, not actually, because we had to prep for some cost plans here. I do have some cost plans. They're going to be effective this coming Saturday, PHT, up until Sunday. If you want to check it out, go over to my Facebook. It's facebook.com/development. So here it is. Here's the whole tail thing. That's properly taken care of, at least, because again, right now it's her torso is a bit short here, and her height is her legs are a bit long. So I think it's safe to say that her torso should be a bit longer here, and then her legs are a bit shorter here. Because I think if when it comes to this, it's not gonna come very easily. Like, I mean, it's very long here, and then it's kind of short on the torso. We probably, okay, I think it's like this is the torso, this is the legs. So if we wanted to remove this, I don't want to remove this, But if we have to remove this, it's gonna be the torso, it's gonna be the legs, and I think it's kind of like the same spec. That's why it's like on the buttocks. I'm no Kitsune engineer, I'm so sorry, but if this is what it tends to be, then okay. Sure, I can definitely live with it. Okay, what we need to do now is to actually fix things. Okay. So let's go back to the drawing board. So we have the designs here all over the face, right? So we'll need to actually have something that can compensate that. Luckily though, for us, we have mine on here. So let's look for it in here. Yep, that's my cosplay. Yep, that's my cosplay. Yeah, it was one of the cosplay Marias, alright. That's my cosplay. I'm kind of like excited to cosplay again, but like, come on, dude. You're gonna get through all of that stuff, won't you? Okay, so this is Ibis Paint upscaled, and that is my horror. That is Nickelodeon. She doesn't have anything on her face, but I'm assuming it's red, correct? The only way to do that is to actually watch the prelude. And how do we watch the prelude? Let's have a look on YouTube. On our YouTube. Not in private YouTube, on a regular YouTube. Because we're sending mana. And I transitioned again, gosh damn it. Holy god dang it. Okay, what am I doing? Okay. It appears it's freezing itself. Let's have a look at this. We have 200 anime songs. We got Sachi, Atichi, Hatsune, and Shiorin. And UXVV. That's my VOD, alright. This is Blue Archive. This is VOD. I actually cropped this because I went to sleep for like 4 to 5 hours. Must be damned. Hey, next up, I probably might have to do web dev at least 5 AM PHT. And we got some news because, you know, politics stuff. Curses Act Workout Paradox. Okay, more politics stuff. And this one is either Portuguese or Spanish. I don't really much care about. Okay. We really dive in prelude because we gotta prelude the hell out of this. So chapter 1, English translation. But we have the thing, mate. It's Archaea stuff. Dang. But you know what? Let's just do this. Now let's have a look at the prelude here.
とう始まったわね。あんたの物語が。あんたの物語がバッドエンドになるか、ハッピーエンドになるかは神のみぞ知る。ただまあ、基本的にあんたは状況に振り回されるばっかりで、ぶっちゃけ置いてけぼりになると思うから、私の方から色々補足してあげる。そのためにこの幕間の私との対話があるわ。あんたにとっては夢みたいなものだし、すぐに忘れられちゃうんだろうけど、ちょっとでも何かが残ることを期待して言葉を紡いでいくわ。ともあれ、まずは前提から。記憶喪失の主人公であるあんたと従者のコッコロタンは約1ヶ月間ランドソルで日銭を稼ぎながらホテル暮らしをすることになったのよ。ちなみにコッコロタン以外の子、ペコリーヌちゃんたちとは暮らしてるし、たまに会ったりはしてるみたいだけどっているの。そして会話し、そんな思い出してみ。 あんたと女の子たち発言の中に聞いたことの単語を聞いて経験を組み入れる謎を
Okay, actually, you know what? Let's have one of my playthroughs because I actually had these. Let's take a look at this again. Okay, I think we have it. Let's get over my Ridaibu VODs. And yes, that's the third Maria, you may be asking. Let's have Ridaibu on here. Let's see what good this to us. We've only gonna add the complete collection. We have this here. I have but failed. Oh, okay, so we have global back then. This is Japanese stuff. This is how I react to shit. Deep space sleep for 2 hours. Windows 11 OP screen. Okay, let's do this on the spot. Alright, let's not do Rosaria because we might get sued. Okay, so this is where it gets to the thing. Let's have this. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this is correct. Let me princess. Wait, what? Oh, them. Oh, Dave. Go. Download this from the resources required to play the game on not a VPN. So let's go ahead and launch. Let's launch. This will be my very first time in a number of scenarios after which I was actually played Princess Connect a few months back, several months back, until like April 30th, because EN got shut down by Crunchyroll Games because of reasons. But let's see. But oh, it's up. Privacy. I just agreed to it. Google Play. Absolutely. Can we play the Japanese edition for the very first time? Japanese edition! This is Connect Japanese edition on not a VPN. That is such dope. We're gonna have to deal with all these. What? This is absurdity. Okay, let's download these. There's so much download, holy shit. Of this year, 9 AM, which is my time zone, which is, I guess, it's Japanese VPN to be in. And that would be the version 2 of the Nemesis. Let's go! And that would be the version 2 of the Nemesis. Let's go! Right. It's gonna take a while. It begins.
あなたは夢を見ている。どこまでも非現実的な美しく尊い夢を。
Oh, 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 oh! We are back! I gotta hear this. You guys better hear this. Thankfully, I had saved my model for this. I've recreated a model just like this. Oh, it gets us to the tutorials. Okay, so you guys may notice that is Yuki pre-redive. If you guys didn't know, this is a prelude which mentions a bit about the prequel to Redive, which is just Princess Connecto. Nothing here. It's like just a typical gacha thing with cards. Kind of like Mahoba, to be honest. But they actually implemented in here to give us a bit of tutorials that ultimately ends up in a filler anyway, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Actually, to go deep down here, this is where everything aligns into place. And the only way to get to that is for you to actually play this whole game. Like all of it, like all of its features, behind levels, but as soon as you unlock them, you'll unlock different possibilities, unlock different outcomes, and also unlock characters. Have them playable, and also have mana in your party. Just like some others actually did. Again, like I said, we are definitely on Japanese edition, and we're not using Japanese VPN. What in the hell are we even doing at this point? Cool app? Cool app may be lying to us. Okay, also, the app may be lying to us. Okay, also, the main reason I was also a bit nervous right now is because this scene is not actually, it's self-explanatory. It's a tutorial scene. God damn this! Look at this. And just listen to this. Listen to this, guys. This is something I would try to recreate when I would replicate my voice, because I was aimless reading some time ago. It's actually that course, but I tend to sound like Awai Shota, who's the Japanese TV for this character. He's a guy, but he voices female characters, which is something that I clearly admire at this point, because not a lot of guys do that. Okay, so a little bit of a fun fact here. I did ASMR as Okasa, but initially I ASMR as Kaiza. I actually tried to sound like Aoi, and then it kind of like grew in me when I did Okasa ASMR reading, because unofficially I did that on some other ASMR readings, which I just had Okasa thing, and sometimes I did that in cosplays. But the main point of ASMR reading is since my birthday this year, this year, I did an ASMR reading as Okasa, as a literal Okasa myself. I didn't quite notice at that point, but put that on Reddit, and everyone loved it somewhat. Everyone loved it, and a bit nervous apparently, because it's my first time for me as a literal male actually have to do a female voice. I'm not trying to compete with Away on that point, but if that happened to be the case, then it's kind of like a privilege, really. Let's continue with the video. So, if I were to be one of the Filipinos who will adapt to this thing, because Martalita Pomoy also has it, the Filipinos who will adapt to this thing, because Martalita Pomoy also has it. Like, damn. But first, the last thing, why I'm so nervous right now, I will be able to hear her again. Again. I will be able to hear her again. Again.
Princess Knight. まさかあなたたちがここまでやるなんて。でもこれが最後よ。
Okay, we got the ow. Tumbler's gonna fall off. But yeah, that's the thing that actually drove me crazy since April 2022. Despite I actually had this idea of a Kaiza event, and there's a bit of a long story, but to keep it short here, I actually had this kind of like idea. What if I VTube as some popular character? which I actually did that today in this month, and actually 2 years prior as some kind of like a scuff or something. But I did actually vroid actually did present myself as some famous characters. Some of them were actually from Bondori, two of them. Oshimain is Seiroka Rinko, and Minato Yukina, the Yukinyom. The other one from Raburaibu as Kosaka Honoka to celebrate and commemorate SF2's release and shutdown, respectively. But the characters I haven't shown on stream yet. Elisa Libitina from DDLC. I think even some other rated characters like Sumioi Sakura, Itsumiya Arisa, and Kimura Aria. Those three were from OVAs, in which one of them actually, the first one that I mentioned before, out of those three, is my next VTuber. So I don't know if Mary Jane's gonna be happy about this, but I would just need to try. But that's not the point here, but you actually tell me a story. But that's not actually the point here. The point here is we need to focus on this part. Again, we have, assuming it's like this, right? Okay. Let's go back to this here on this other part. Where's the part that feeds the... Okay, so here's the face part, right? So like there's the front here, and then it's the sides. It's like this. If you remember, Ari, she has 3, Kaiza has 2 on both sides. That makes it possible because the PNG that I have here is just also Ibis Paint AI rescaled or upscaled. Doesn't have this doesn't have these markings. And if they have these markings, I don't know exactly what color they are, because I think there's just like reference points. Until we get this is actually red. So we can face paint any color, and also like this as well. We could probably just deal with that as well, but I somehow... Okay, so there's the marking over here. I don't know if I should do it anyway. Should I do it? I don't know, but we have me side on here, and it's a pain in the ass. Can we face paint? I'm assuming we can face paint, right? Can we face paint? Most likely not, but we're gonna try it anyway because I'm a bit scared. But we're just gonna have to try. See if we can definitely face paint. If we can face paint, then we're gonna have to make a template of it, and then just have a little bit of reference point here, and then just mirror it on the other side. In that way, we're gonna be seeing that this is gonna be stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do layer here. Next layer is gonna be face paint. So this is gonna be like this anyway. So we're gonna color this and do brush. Okay, where's the face? Where's the face? I don't see it. Where is her face? Can I see a part of the face? I can't do her face. Okay, let's find out here which one's actually the face to this. Oh. This might be the neck. Assuming. Yep, that's her neck, alright. You deal with her face? Oh. So I guess you can't do the face. Rolls without saving. Okay, that would make some sense because again we got the face over here. We're gonna have to implement that here. But again, I think it's just for the body paint, not the thing. Let's not save this. Guess I think we saved the tail. Yeah, we saved the tail. Thank goodness. But again, we're gonna have to do face paint. We're gonna have to do it on the face because this is a body paint, not a face paint. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to face paint this. Let's face paint this shit. Then how do we face paint? That's the question. Okay, skin, face paint. That's not going to do that. I think we're gonna have to create new. Kaiza design. Kaiza's wash, I suppose. Okay. Kaiza's wash. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to do this thing. Oh, okay, I think we can. So we're gonna do this. Aha! That would make some sense. So I think we're gonna have to do it by the spec here. And it actually just PNG that. Right? It can be exported as PNG. You could just do it on paint.net or Krita or even the Photoshop. Although I would reckon that that's what might work. But okay, so I think this is the swatches here might allude to something like this. So let's magnify it first. So this here is like this, right? We probably have to do that by the thing. So when it comes to the vroid, it has to deal with like this. Correct. Is there anything with like the swatches over here? I think I'd have to do like this and then I like that. My mouse is a bit frisky. Yeah, I think that might work. We're gonna do it the face paint. Okay. We can actually export this to PNG. And just and also export the guide as well and just do it all over here. So that's gonna be a big bonus here. It's just gonna have to flip it over and then just put it in here and pray it works. So we're gonna have to save this, overwrite the Kaiza swash. It's just like that, right? We're gonna have to save this because I think we're gonna have to wrap it up because we're gonna do Tarasane. But again, we got to do face paint, but on the body paint you can actually do body paint, but you can't do the face because it's actually separate from a body paint. So I think that's done. So with that in mind, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up here and say we're gonna do r/precon just like usual, but it'll be in a little while. So let's see that on our schedule. On our schedule, r/precon is gonna be on the 23rd of July. With Kaiza, with Ace Mirror, with Kaiza, a day the day before. Jesus Christ. That's not his tail. That is his tail. Bastard. Okay. Okay. I was actually fluttering here, but it's OP. Manana Sandy Kisser. But actually, it's kind of like prominent here before I came along. He actually had a little bit of beef with me. Because if we take a look at it again, we'll find... Okay, so some of these are my posts now. But one thing that he has his beef with me is the fact that he... Actually, let's take a look. Hold on, let me have it first. Where is it? My feeling when we finish 4 boss so quickly can't keep farming mana. Yes, absolutely. It's my feeling already. We're mana from Fence Chain Quest. Yes. Okay. Okay, quick doodles. Okay, so probably might have to do that on a daily Kaiza thing, but this long lost twin sister with black hair? AI. God dang. Someone's that shit reminds me of the school kitchen from the last year from my home screen. It's actually quite cute, I must say. But let's see what he has his beef with me with. It's actually a bit so okay, so this one. I like a little beef with it. He has a beef with me. Now I get to have a beef with him because he stepped on my landmine. And by landmine I mean Mana's landmine because he stumbled on the wrong channel. Because this, you see this? This is my post. In fact, when we get to send Mana site that I have it as a daily Kaiza, so everyone who saw it on the website can get to see it first before it gets over to YouTube community feed. But this is actually what I posted before. That was during the Sending Mana event. That was during the Sending Mana 2022 event. So let's have a look. When Mama Kaiza became full-on yaoi, because I was actually a little bit crazy on some of the trend of the teen and of Gen Z trends that time, because you know it's I think they all have BL, so I think BL accounts to yaoi. Then I actually had this like, if Kaiza was if Mana was a male version, he'd be like, fuck, what's this yaoi? Okay, so I actually did that on purpose, but I mean, it's just a little bit, had a little bit of fun. It's not like a daily Kaiza or anything, but you know, do I have it as a daily Kaiza on the 2023 event? I think I did. 50-50, I think I did, and the other half, I think I didn't. But okay, so full on yaoi. That was the thing that he said that he has his beef with, because on here, it's like, wait, you have my shit. Someone's disturbing me again. Anyway, he has my shit. You know what he said? You know what he just said? Oh wait. Oh. I made a click it. Damn it. He said, I'll be honest with you, this is the worst post on Twitter. I will be reacting to this during the r/Precon vid on the Precon r/Precon stream. You watch out, Aster / Mana Kisser. I am coming for you. You tend to have beef with me and have my name on this? How dare you? You stepped on my landmine. And you can never go back to the way things were. You stepped onto my landmine, now you get to reap what you sow with this quote. Do you have beef with yaoi? That's what happens if you get full on mana on your face. That's what happens if you get full on mana on your brain. I not have full on mana on my brain, but that's only for July. Everything else is just my VTuber self. You have beef with me, go for it. I'll bite back. Anyway, we're gonna play Terasene later on. I probably... wait. Can I Terasene? 17. It's 18 already, so I have to go into Kabbalah. Oh, okay. So it's 18 already, so I had to go to Kabbalah. I go to Kabbalah on the 19th. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Don't blame me for becoming an idiot. Anyway, I think that's all there is to it. I'm gonna be having a little bit of a rest for the meantime. And when we come back, it's Terasene, so I have to like put this to upwards, I guess. And just I'll try to make it soft spoken because someone's sleeping on the other room, and this room is literally open, still under renovation just yet. This is just like a makeshift room and has something. If it gets renovated, I will be having it like a total radio silence here, so no one can hear me and no one can, and I can't hear them anyhow. So anyways, that'll be about it. I'll be playing the XBB, make some emotes, or possibly do web dev all at the same time. I'm gonna be home alone again. I'm gonna do it in quick succession. Wish me luck. So I think web dev will be around 4 a.m. Okay, actually 6 a.m. JST on mainstream, which is 5 a.m., which is 11 p.m. CST. On alternative emotes, gonna be about afternoon. So yeah, I think about it. Then later on we'll have Terasene after alternative, I suppose. So anyways, that'll be about it for me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.